Hi, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So I hope this reading finds you well on this pleasant evening. If you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel for more readings like this. And let's just see where your energy is today, shall we? So we're going to pick the runes first of all, just to see what your energy is telling us. So if you've got a question on your mind, anything that you want to know at this time, just put that into the forefront of your mind and let's see what we have. Ooh. Enlightenment, we have daggers. This is a daily cycle of breaking through illusions, and it's like a breakthrough, basically. It's like the dawn of a new day. So it can signal a new beginning in your life, but it's more an understanding of breakthrough. You know, every day is a fresh start, isn't it? A new beginning. And that's interesting. We've got two runes. Let me just show you this. Daggers and Kainas are both about illumination. They both represent illumination. So it's this time of being awakened to, not being able to unsee what you've seen, basically. And it's strange because we are coming up to the new moon tomorrow. So tonight is all about the dark moon, which is that final push of release from the illumination of the full moon. So this is a time right now where you are kind of holding that beacon of light, holding it into the dark corners and really seeing things for what they are, really illuminating things. And it's kind of clearing the space for you. It's helping you to really be quite clear about this breakthrough. And this is to do with your soul needs. I think it's about releasing restriction, not feeling constrained anymore by things. Maybe there's been some form of inspiration going on here that has created this breakthrough. Something's made you feel very free and very able to move beyond a constraint, something that has been quite restrictive around you at this time. I'm getting an image of a snake, and I mean, I've got a snake in my life right now. But it's sort of like, where a snake will constrict and like close in. It's almost like you've removed that. You've taken that off. So let's see what the cards are telling us then. What is your current situation right now? Oh gosh, my hands are really slippy because I've been in water today. So, when your hands just go a little bit slippy. So your current situation is coming up as the Seven of Wands, which is interesting because Wands kind of represent Kainas, because Kainas is like a beacon of light, like a torch, a wand that's been lit. And these ones haven't been lit, but it's almost like they look like little incense sticks. So I don't know if somebody has been burning incense lately and maybe sitting with themselves, sitting with this breakthrough, with this thought. But it's kind of brought you into a moment of, okay, I'm starting to see things now. I'm starting to understand. And this is about you kind of allowing yourself to sit in that energy of like you've really gone within. So for instance, we can sometimes look external for what we need to do, how we need to go about things, for validation from others, that sort of thing. When we actually stop and go within, and some people might call this like talking to God, they'll sort of, I have no idea what type of bird that is, but I would love to know. This is someone that's gone within to ask the question rather than gone outward to ask the question. And actually asking yourself these questions, you've kind of created this beautiful space for yourself. And this is where you are right now. This is your current energy. It's really helped you to awaken to what your needs are at this time. There is an element of, I feel you'd been defensive in one respect. It's almost like you closed down on one thing to enable illumination on other things, which doesn't look like a bad thing. It's not an unhealthy thing. I do see a crystal ball in that though as well. So I feel like someone's maybe either gone and had a reading, or a crystal ball thing has been spoken to you. Someone's been looking in a crystal ball to come out with some inspiration. There's definitely something about that, whether you've been to see somebody to gain some clarity. So your challenge here is coming out as the King of Swords. So the challenge here is about, I feel, kind of bravely communicating some shadow aspects. It's about The challenge feels like there's some truth or some kind of information that you have accessed, you've found out, and it kind of, I don't want to say triggers you, but it illuminates with you. You see you've got like a bat in here, I think that's a bat anyway. You've got the owl as well. These are about seeing in the darkness. And so is Kanaz about that seeing in the darkness. And so is Dagaz about seeing in the darkness. And I feel like you have been in some kind of darkness for a little while, but you're starting to come out of that. And the more you allow the illumination and that light in the room, it's helping you to actually start to vocalize what you're seeing now, and being brave about it. Imagine, you know, those LED light bulbs that take a while to get going. So it's like you turn the light on in the room, but it's not quite light, it's still a little bit dim. It's a sense that you have been in a room where you've been, like, imagine your mind or your life has been that dim room, and ever so gradually now on a daily cycle, maybe over the past few days, maybe over the past 7 days is what I'm getting from this, it's started to really become brighter and brighter, almost so it's you can't unsee it. I've said that a few times lately. So that's your challenge. So what is your focus? What do we want to focus on with this? I do see somebody wanting to spend some time, like maybe mountaineering at this time, going on adventures. You're really thinking about adventures at this time. There's been some, I feel, issues in terms of love as well. So perhaps a little bit of heartache going on there. Maybe a relationship breakup or breakdown. I've never noticed that before. It's air, the water, the air symbol. Okay, so clarity is a challenge sometimes because when we have clarity, we can make an informed decision, but it doesn't always feel good, does it? We have the King of Wands. Lots of wands are coming out on this, so this is all about that illumination. And it's also about drive and power and passion. And the King of Wands is all about that. This is an energy that is driven, I do feel, by desire. So that's what you're being asked to focus on at this time. It's like, what is it that you desire? Where is your passion? Because where your passion lies is where your power is. That's what it's asking you to do. The line in the background there is making me feel about strength as well, having the strength and the courage to drive forward. So that's what you need to focus on at this time. What do you need to leave behind? What are you leaving behind? Come on, what are you leaving behind? Let me pick in the pile, otherwise we'll be here for a while. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So you're leaving behind. Now I feel like this came out that way around and I just flipped it over, didn't I? So this is usually someone that is realising what they have already, you know, kind of like acknowledging what they've got. So what you're leaving behind is maybe not seeing fully what you have. So it's kind of honouring, you know, this is how far I've come, this is the work I've done, and seeing that really for what it is. All is not lost, I think is what this is saying. So leave behind any thoughts or feelings that you haven't got far enough, you haven't gained enough pentacles to do this. You've got everything that you need already, but now there's a drive to expand more. So the Seven of Pentacles can also represent maybe you've been gathering knowledge, maybe you are looking to study again, take on a new role, learn a new skill, that kind of thing as well. But I do feel that this is something to do with your personal power and you're assessing situations, but letting go of this feeling of like, I haven't got enough. I haven't got enough to move forward. I haven't got enough to really bring this into the forefront. Because according to this, you have. I do see somebody that's growing a lot of things as well, and I can see someone that's maybe looking into growing limes or something like that, like you want to grow fruits, which is a good time of the year to actually start thinking about growing things. And that can represent sort of like how you're growing yourself as well. So what is your strength this time? Where are your strengths? is your strength? Do you know what? I'm sick of picking these up off the floor. Let's see. Your strength has come out as... Your strength here is actually showing as your ability to kind of step back and analyse a crossroads and understand I have a decision to make here. And it feels like the strength here is about moving towards stability. What brings you that stability? And again, you've got 3 kings here. That's a very heavy masculine energy. So you may be masculine yourself. If so, then you possibly stepping into that kind of king energy, that power of you've got clarity, you've got passion, and you've got stability. So it's almost like, you know, don't allow this indecision or kind of blinkered crossroad energy to prevent you from stepping into your kingdom, into your power, because there's something very powerful about this that's suggesting you already know what the decision is, you already know which way to go. And it does feel like you have been before maybe too much in memory, in the mind, but also a little bit too much in listening to other people's advice. And you've come to realise now, actually, I need to listen to my own advice. And like we said before with this King of Swords, you know, there's a lot of shadow work that's been working out on here. That was the challenge, was actually being able to illuminate that room and see what you could potentially work on yourself to step into that power. Okay. And let's see what we have for you, for your future. What is the future of this? What is your future here? Ah, no way. I'm pretty sure when I did one yesterday, this came out as the future as well. So you could be the same person watching this video if you watched yesterday's video as well. So the Ten of Pentacles is that stable energy. It's something you are moving towards that's got a bit more of that kind of like, this is like a very stable foundation. It's got like a permanent energy to it. It's like maybe you've been thinking about this for some time. 10 may be significant. So that could be the month of October, or it could be the 10th of a month. Or you maybe live at number 10. But 10 is definitely a significant number to do with this. And there is this energy of things coming together, feeling very family orientated as well, I believe. But it can also be symbolic of a gift that you inherit from your ancestors or from your bloodline. So part of your future is you bringing that forward. And this has come out before about somebody doing a DNA test of some form, of trying to figure out what their bloodline is. It seems to be important to you at this time. Okay, so let's see what advice we might have for you. Whoops. Okay, so these two kind of came out. We have Judgment and the Four of Swords in reverse. So the advice here is to maybe it's time to come out of this energy of feeling like you're in recovery, or you need rest, or you feel hurt. You've had this awakening, this realization, and it's almost like you are judging things from a new perspective at this time. You're starting to, like we said before at the very beginning, you are aligning and asking the questions within yourself rather than asking somebody else. Asking other people's opinions isn't working for you anymore. So you've gone within with your questions, and the answers you're getting is really highlighted and illuminated your way forward. And it's actually what's bringing this king energy out. Now, if you're female here, you don't have to be male at all. That can be about you just standing in your power, being the leader of your own life, taking control. You know, you are looking into that stability, that power, and that clarity. So that's your advice on here, is like, step out of this nest now. You don't need to sit in here anymore. You can allow yourself to just accept what you've been through, but know that maybe now is the time to step out of this dark space, allow that light to illuminate, allow your spirit to rise. And it's interesting because we have the High Priestess on the bottom, which is all about your intuition. I feel somebody's heavily listening to that intuition now, and it's almost like it's guiding you so well, it's like you can't quite believe it. You can't quite believe how it's actually affecting the decisions that you make and helping you to move forward. So let's just see now, is there any hopes or fears that are affecting you at this time? What are your hopes and fears? Oh, got 3 of Cups on there, so this could be about maybe a union, this could be about a friendship. So perhaps that's something that you're hoping for, is the ability to bring something together with somebody or with a group of people. We've got the Chariot on the bottom as well, which is like a victory, and this is somebody coming forward and sort of knowing what they want. It's like a force to be reckoned with. There's a lot of movement on there, and I do feel a lot of travel as well. Let's see if there's anything more for hopes and fears. So what is this 3 of Cups about? Yeah, there is a hope for friendship, for alignment. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of good things coming out of your hopes and fears. I don't see a lot of fear, but there's something about being in the limelight. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom as well, which is like a desire fulfillment. So there's a desire around a friendship, I feel, and something about being triumphant with it. So it's like somebody that wants to be triumphant at this time, wants to move forward, wants to be seen. So maybe this is by a group of people or a particular person, but you want to be seen at this time. And maybe there's a fear that you won't be, that you're not being seen. There's so many wands in this, so much firepower. Maybe you're a fire sign. Let's have a look what your outcome is. Yeah. What is your outcome at this time? Ooh, what's that one? Okay, so 5 of Wands is coming out as the outcome. Now, this doesn't always have to be about struggle and conflict. What I'm getting from this is that it's actually somebody that's been through a little bit of struggle and conflict. It's almost like these could be versions of you that you've kind of like gone from being battered, falling over many times, to then sort of like climbing out and reaching for that light, reaching for what you can see that's been illuminated. It's almost like you couldn't reach it before, you just couldn't see it before. Like we said before about that light that was in the room that's dim, and then it started to get brighter and brighter till you can actually start to really see it, and now you can actually start to reach it. There's this fear of getting your fingers burned though, as is natural with fire. But with Nordis here, Nordis is the need fire. This is like rubbing 2 sticks together to create that fire. It's your primal will. There's something within you that feels very primal, that just feels right in the way forward that you're looking to go. And from what we can see here, there's something about collaboration with another party that seems to be important at this time for you. And it's definitely, I mean, that looks even like a cave in there that we were talking about before at the beginning. So it's sort of like there is this element of maybe you've been feeling like you've been living in a cave for a little while. And I do feel like this perhaps has been over the past 5 months, you've kind of felt in this bit of a darkness. And now things are starting to, like, there's so many cards here that are showing illumination. You know, it's like there's light in that one, there's light in that one, there's light in that one. You know, and then this light at the beginning as well. So let's see. So 5 of Wands. Let's see if we can get any more information on this outcome for you. Yeah, there was the Hanged Man just came out there. It's you surrendering to something that feels, I don't know, right. Oh, got 2 cards on here. I've got the Five of Swords. That was actually in the reverse position, and then the Sun as well. So yeah, this has been a bit of a headache for you. There's a lot about these fives as well, so I do feel like maybe this has been the past 5 months, like we said, where there's been this energy of sort of like you're starting to see things illuminating, and this is an energy where I've been somebody so stuck in their head, but you are moving into a space of sort of like learning what you can from it and moving forward. And the Sun is like one of the most joyful cards you can get, because it's about what you've been dreaming about, what you've wanted to manifest. There's a lot of joy and fulfillment within it, and this is a full-on illumination. It's almost like you cannot unsee now what you are seeing, you cannot unfeel what you are feeling, and this is power, passion. There is that element of stability there with the King of Pentacles, and that clarity as well with the King of Swords. It's really helped you this whole past 5 months, I feel, this whole situation. And what we said, we were leaving behind, is sort of like not recognising how far you've come and the work that you've done. Things are looking bright, things are looking really good for you to move forward. It's all about that sort of, you know, be free, allow yourself to be free, take your shoes off, go walk in the grass, go walk on the sand, dip your feet in the water, do whatever you need to do that brings you that joy, that freedom, that fulfillment. It's all part of your soul needs, which is what this reading is about, illuminating what your soul needs are and moving towards them without fear. So I'm going to leave this reading here for you tonight. If any of that resonated with you and you would like a deeper reading, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. And also do like and subscribe to my channel. And tomorrow we will do one that is related to the new moon energy. So have a blessed evening.